I still haven't been told. yeah, I'm sure they know now.
Can you talk also about Neil Brown and what sort of impression he made on you?
Yeah, Coach Brown, they came in right away, right when they got the job, and it was like 2 days later, they came to see a basketball game, and then, they came and watched me throw and offered me that night. So it was within like a week or two, right when they got the job, when they offered me. So, Coach Brown is just a great guy, and, I think his offense is going to do really well in Kentucky. We just got to get the playmakers there.
What excites you most about playing for UK?
Just the whole thing of being in your home state. I mean, I think that'd be cool. I mean, like I said, I was that close to going to South Carolina, but, at the end of the day, I kind of sat down and really thought, what would it be like if I went to South Carolina and I looked over at UK and, they're doing great things, and I could think, oh, man, I really missed out on that. And, I think this staff is turning it around completely, and, the vibe is just completely different. You can see that by the fan support and, the recruits and everything. So they've upped everything, and, went to new paths that people didn't think Kentucky football could go to.
When we had talked before, you said part of the reason why you would commit early is because you wanted to be kind of the class recruit they had to come with you. Does that now start focusing on these guys from Kentucky with you?
Yeah, I got a list. I've just from going to all these schools and meeting all these guys. I mean, I've got a lot of guys' numbers in my phone, and I'm definitely going to be hitting up. I mean, I'm not going to pressure them or anything because, I had guys trying to do that to me and I didn't really like it. I'm just going to, tell them, do what's best for you, but, I think you look better, playing with me, so that's just no pressure.
Have you talked to Patrick Coles?
I had sent a few texts with him back and forth last night. I've known Pat for a while. Obviously, he's from Northern Kentucky, so, we've been pretty good buddies, and, he's been nothing but great to me, supporting me and the decision and everything, so, he's definitely been great.
Your house appealing was sort of the stay at home and be on the state kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of cool. It wasn't the main reason that I went to UK. I mean, it was definitely cool to, to stay home and, just think about after football, all the connections you'll have made at, your home state and, just life after football, and then obviously, representing your state will be pretty cool too.
Plan on graduating early and enrolling in January, like you said?
Yes, I will.
You feel like you have a chance to go in there and start your freshman year?
The plan is that I'll probably redshirt, but I'm going to go in there like I'm going to start. I'm not going to come in with the mindset that I'm going to, redshirt and, just kind of take it a little easy. I'm going to come in there and work my butt off, and, it's going to start even working even harder right now. So, I'm going to try to go in there and try to win that starting job right away. But if that doesn't work out, I'll probably redshirt.
Patrick, do you have anybody else?
I wouldn't say, one single person. I like taking little bits and things from all these players, NFL, college, and even at these camps I go to. If I like a little thing that they're doing, I'll be like, oh, I like that. I'm going to go home and practice that. So I just kind of take bits and pieces from other people.
Who are some of the guys on that list that you
Matt Elam, Braxton Berrios, Blake Boone, Nick Glass. I mean, there's a lot I can't even think of. I got a lot. Derek Keefe. That's me.
How you feeling right now? What's going on the inside of you right now?
It's pretty crazy. My chest, my heart was pounding when I was talking up here, and it feels good to get it off my chest. But like I said, it was definitely hard to tell Coach Mangus and the staff at USC. That was definitely really tough.
Drew, there was a week where you were down on campus 2 or 3 different times, I think, during spring and the spring game. How big a factor was that? What you were able to observe, hear, just feel when you're
Yeah, it was good, just to watch them practice because I had never seen their offense, in person. I just heard about it and watched video from Texas Tech that he had shown me. So it was good to see it in person. It's really fast paced and it's a real high octane feel. So I think they're going to do good. They just need some more playmakers in the wide receiver position and slots and running backs and all that kind of things, which I'm going to be going after.
Your offense here reflected in your offense?
Yeah, I mean, we run a lot of 4 or 5 wide here. We probably run it a little more than they do, but I mean, we do a lot of things similar to what Coach Brown does.
How big of a, you mentioned before that you had been a Kentucky fan growing up. How big of a fan have you been, and how much of that maybe was relatively or how big a factor was that?
I mean, that really didn't play much of a factor, really, just because it was mainly a basketball fan. I've always been a big supporter of UK basketball, and football had always been kind of a bandwagon guy. Whoever was good that year, I'd watch or like, or just. So I never really had a football favorite, so that didn't really play much into it.
Did anybody from UK basketball talk to you during your recruitment?
Yeah, they took me into Coach Cal's office on my visit when I went on the spring game, and I talked to Coach Antigua, and they took me on a tour of the whole basketball thing, which was pretty cool.
What was Cal's pitch?
Well, he was out recruiting, but they took me into his office, but I talked to Coach Antigua.
What was made of all the letters that they sent you, kind of the huge bulk of letters that they sent you? How much did that maybe just help out with what they were trying to do as far as the recruitment?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. It just showed how much interest they had in me, and it was definitely cool to open up your mailbox and be like, whoa. It was pretty cool. I mean, it wasn't the deciding factor why I went there or anything, but it was definitely pretty cool to know that they wanted me that bad.
United Mail Service is going to be a little disappointed with you.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll still get some letters, but probably not as many as they would send me.
Were you accepted an invitation to the Rivals Challenge? Talk a little bit about that and what that means.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's the top 100 or the top 80 players migrated into the top 20 in 2015, and only 4 quarterbacks were selected. So it's going to be a great experience, and I'm looking forward to it.
You said you hadn't told Coach Duke you've done a really good job of tying lid on things. Before a couple minutes ago, who actually knew your decision?
I had told about 5 people, my parents, my sister, and then I told her right there, Haley, and then I told Cameron yesterday, but that was it.
What are your goals individually and as a team for your 4 years of the show?
Just to, get them back to, where they haven't been there a lot. They were, when they beat LSU, just kind of try to get them back to that point. I mean, every time UK's been good, it's been guys from, in-state, they're the supporting cast. So they kind of sold that to me too. Guys like myself, Cameron, Timmons, Hatcher, just guys like that were the core of the team. That's when they were really good, when they had guys from the state.
How important do you feel like you are to getting more recruits or whatever to kind of maybe them trying to turn that program?
Yeah, I think I can help out a lot with the other recruits. I've made a lot of friendships and talked to a lot of guys, so I think I can help a lot on that front. I'm probably right after this, I'm probably gonna start sending out some messages. So I'm gonna be out there hard, probably just like a coach.
Questions for Mom and Dad. First off, just how happy are you all that it's over? And second, do you feel that there's a pressure for him to stay home from his friends and family or anything like with that?
Not at all. But no, I don't think there was any pressure there at all, but we certainly are proud of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can speak for all of us, Ellie and myself, is that our main goal was just that Drew was just happy, wherever he made the decision. I think all along we said there's really not a bad choice. He was very fortunate. Whether he chose Tennessee, they were great. Coach Jones and his staff were just unbelievable down there. We were down there a few weeks ago. Our facilities are amazing. And then, South Carolina, they were just awesome. And it was. I'm not going to lie, we were called G.A. Magnus down there, and we all had tears in our eyes, all of us, because the relationships you forge through the whole process. And at the end of the day, you can only choose one. And that's the hardest thing about this that I've learned going through it, is that at the end of the day, you're going to disappoint some people. And Drew's he's never been in a disappointing business. His whole life, he's always, met expectations, whether it was mine, his mom's, or the coach. And then all of a sudden, he's in a position where he's got to tell somebody no. And it was really tough for him. It was tough for all of us, because G.A. Angus and Coach Spurrier were nothing but class acts. Never forget down there a few weeks ago, Coach Spurrier talking about the Stoops family, and how complimentary he was of the Stoops family. They vacationed together, and they got to know each other. So, just throughout the whole process, we met some great people, forged great relationships, and I hope, maybe life lasts. They were great. So, but at the end of the day, just wanted Drew to be happy. That was the main goal. Make this good decision. I think he's happy with it.
What is your general take on kind of the buzz and the momentum around Kentucky football now, given the recruiting or the spring game that people there? What do you kind of, what is your state of the football?
Yeah, they're definitely on the rise, I believe. The 50,000 at the spring game, I thought that was pretty cool, but all these other schools I went to, they have that too. So that should be standard, and that's what I'm hoping that Kentucky is going to start doing. Packing the stadium for the games and all that. So hopefully all this momentum and getting these good players will help this fan base, and hopefully they really start supporting them like they should be, like a SEC fan base should.
Coach Prosper, could you comment on how you see Drew fitting in on the college level?
I think it's a no-brainer. He's got some of the tools that all the Division I guys and even the next level look for. He's got one thing you can't teach and coach, and that's the size. He's got the athleticism, but what he possesses with his arm is one of the things that's attractive to all the college coaches. And that's something that he's got the skill that you can't teach, and one of the things that I think is going to make him be accepted so much quicker is the way we do our offense. The things that he has, the intangibles that he can do within our offense, and the checks and the looks and the studying that he does. I think that's going to separate him from a lot of the regular freshmen coming in, is that he's able to see different coverages and he's able to do some things, and he's able to check on some things, which is what they actually do in the next level.